Saturday.
Alrighty, so we're starting with 502. And not all of it is going to be stuffed today. Some will be set aside for my savings challenge days. If you caught my video for yesterday, on Friday, I finished the first portion of my emergency fund, and that already got deposited and transferred into a high yield. So from here, I will just continue to add out of each paycheck into my emergency fund electronically. And then as I complete savings challenges and I either use my randomizer or I allocate them for my emergency fund, then I'll keep adding. So this is the randomizer I created. So depending on which line it falls, once it gets to the right, it goes back to start again. So this is basically my debt row. 2 debt, 1 emergency fund, 1 snowball if I don't have the savings challenge allocated. And then the other lines I kind of split so that they're kind of distributed, and then they each hold their own spot. So when I finish this row, I go back to Christmas. I don't have to go through the whole card again, if that makes sense. So first I'm going to do my personal wallet. I'm only going to do 10 for caffeine because I'm really trying to not get takeout and caffeine falls into that. I'm going to do 30 for gas. I think I might need 40, but last week I was able to not use what I had in my gas, and that did go toward my emergency fund, so I'm hoping it'll hold me over. Kids, as always, get 20. All my other envelopes get 20. This is like my purse cash wallet. So each of these slots just get 20, and it's really so that if I need to pick something up, the kids need something last minute, I have the cash. And the goal is not to use my debit card for anything other than what I have allocated, like my groceries and my bills that are coming out anyway. Last week, I forgot to do my personal wallet here, and then I had this extra money I was setting aside, and then I said, oh my God, I didn't give myself any money for the week. Okay, so this is our household binder. So some update in here. I can pull this registration out because this is done. It got renewed for the year, actually for 2 years. So I don't have to start that. I may just restart it once I get my tires in and done. And then once tires are done, I'll restart this for the next renewal, and it'll be like the year ahead instead of a month ahead, if that makes sense. So I am going to start the tires, and there's only 35 in here because I had already transferred out to my high yield. So I'm going to do, what am I putting into car this week? So my tires are 35 and my car is 20. So I might as well just, oh, it looks like I had a 10 last week. All right, so I'm just gonna do 10 for car. And then everybody say hi to Pachaco. And then I'll see what I end up. I might come back because it makes the most sense to me to finish this one up before I start doing the tires. But I'll see. I don't know. It's in development. I'm not sure how I want to do that. Sal gets 20 because I don't necessarily want to be putting 45, which I could, obviously. I just paid this. So this will go toward the next. Sometimes I pay bills twice in the same month just because I want it out of the folder, and it, I don't know, in my brain it just keeps me organized. Today is the 7th. We're doing 20 for 45. Is that right? Yeah. All right, cleaning gets 35. I'm a little stressed out because I right before I did this, I had a little nervous incident. So I'm a little, call me nervous, but I want to get this done. Okay. I actually couldn't find my money for my cash stuffing. And I have it hidden. What is this? Clothing and shoes. I don't have, oh, so it gets 5. If it's not allocated, it just gets 5. I hid it, but I hid it so good, I couldn't find it, and I was panicking. But it's here. So continuing education, when I cashed out January, some of them were allocated. So this got an extra 16, I think, 20, 31 we have. And I set up my high yield since I finished the first 1,000 that I wanted into that high yield for my emergency fund. I set up some buckets. So I'm slowly setting up buckets for continuing education, clothing and shoes, so that as I put them in, I have a place to put them. So donations I have to up because I'm going to be, it's probably going to be out 60 a month. So I have to sit down and calculate all of this. Just eating out, we are going to take a little mini vacation. So I'm going to just, whatever's in here, take when I go. But as I'm finishing savings challenges, like I showed the randomizer, these will hopefully start filling up a little bit more than just the $5. Pets is getting 10. I might have to, let's see what I got in here. Oh no, it's not too bad. I was gonna say I might have to put some in the bank. These are by Creations by Tosh. I love them. I have to get some more from her. I have little placeholders, but I didn't put them in here. Taxes gets 20. So how's everybody's weekend? It is freezing. I'm literally in Antarctica. That was supposed to be, what? Oh, that was when I did my closeout. I was like, what is that? 2-1. I actually probably need to get this out of here and put it in the high yield. Water gets 20. This one too needs to go. I almost said I need to go put this on the bill Friday and I didn't. Again, I just walk in and pay even if it's not like time for a bill because I just want it out of this envelope. So 120. All right, so actually maybe I can change these ones. I have no idea how I got 11. I lied. Yes, I do. Because in my randomizer, I had divided it all, however much money I had left, into these 20 categories, and it came out to 11 each. So utility got 11 and water got 11. So I do remember. Alrighty, I feel like I'm not chatting much. Actually, I think utilities also needs to go to the bank. Yeah, I have 140. That's gonna get condensed and taken to the bank and to a payment. Okay, so that's personal. No, I lied. That's household. For now, my low and high priority are in there. This is my binder, which needs a makeover as we hopefully head into spring. I'm not sure. I shouldn't have anything in this budget because I spent more money this week, but whatever. I'll just keep putting the 5 in and then I just can't help it. I cannot help it. I see stuff I want and then I just say I have to get it. And then of course I have nowhere where I'm gonna, no idea how I'm gonna put it into my budget. I think entertainment I forgot to put onto my budget breakdown, but that's okay. It always gets 10. This will get cleared out too when we go on our little mini trip. What have I got in here? Oh, I only have 20 anyway. Well, that's not much. It's okay. It's better than nothing. Gifts gets 10. Ooh, that's really light too. I don't know what that dark purple was. Okay. Let's do that. This one, let's see what I got in here. Oh, maybe I have to move this as well. Oh my God, it drives me. Does it drive anybody else crazy when the bills are like all over the place? It's my own fault. It's my envelope. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, we'll do that. Lashes. What do I have in here? I usually do 23. I have 49. So I'll do my 23 again. Okay. I think last week I put in less than usual because I did. Let's make these a 5. I had a little more than I actually needed. I end up putting a few bucks extra, just the way it shakes out. I have to get this back to the bank. Look at that one. Just the way it ends up working out. Now let's convert that to a 20. So I have 72. So each month I'll have a few extra bucks, so then eventually I don't have to add the 23. Okay, what else do we have in my makeup? Gets 5, and I'm probably gonna need to use this soon because I need some makeup. I don't wear it as much as I used to, but I definitely wear it. I would probably say 5 days a week. So this girl needs some foundation. Okay, self-care also gets 5. I think I'm gonna use this for a facial for my daughter. In a few months. Did I start a tracker? Yes, I did. Oh, and this got paid. This has to go to the bank. This was from my January closeout. I was supposed to deposit that, but I already paid it and didn't deposit it. Then I'm good. Okay. That's my personal binder, and then I'll do my savings challenge binder, which I've contemplated. Should I keep this here because I do mini Mondays, tiny Tuesdays. Fridays is kind of in development how I'm going to do that. Friday might end up being like a gameplay / debt binder. Maybe I'll rotate it depending on. There's some I want to do once a month. Okay, so February is supposed to be the 6th. Yeah, I'll just do the 6th. I always want to do more. Like, I want to get it done. That makes sense. But I'll just do the 6th for now. This is available on my Etsy. And there's a really cute lemon one, but I told myself I couldn't do both at the same time. So maybe if I get overzealous or I come into extra abundance and finish this early, I will do the lemon. But I also have other savings challenge from other creators for 2026 that I didn't start. So I need to get those out because I think one is a Wednesday. Sorry, I'm digging through my markers, and my black one is over there. So this one is from Budgeting on a Budget. So we'll get 25. This is a monthly. And I'm actually going to write myself a note right now because I know I got yearlies from Izzy over at Izzy Budgets. But I got them, I think, I don't know if it was before or after I put this together. So I need to find them. Mom Kenwy is getting 8 each. Oh my God, that one, I need to set it aside. I just need to go to the bank and tell them to give me a new one. I don't know what happened. I think like a mouse was like, ooh, I want this money, and tried to get away with the money and didn't. I don't know what happened. But that one is definitely got a story to tell. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just got ripped. But I'm going to go with it has a story to tell. So we'll do 8 in each Mom Kenwy. They're doing a really good job depleting their Mom Kenwy folders. Goal is 150. They don't really know this is here, so to speak, but when they really want something and I really want to say no, it often will come out of here because it's really a want and not a need. Or something I don't want to budget. You know, it's a want. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so we have a Valentine's, and I think this is just going to roll to something else because I have to look how much I have in my Valentine's binder. I'm sorry, my Valentine's envelope. But I'm pretty sure it's like over 40, and I think it's plenty. Even if we order a pizza or something. I have a 2. I'm going to scratch one more. Valentine's is next week. So I might have to finish this. How many do I have left? So that's 6. All right, I'm going to scratch one more to make 12. And then I'll finish this next week on Valentine's Day, potentially. I don't know if I shook the desk. With my other stand, it shakes the desk. But like I said, it wants to be a ding dong, and it wasn't holding my phone up. It wanted to just drop the phone each time. So I said, that's it. Now I have to decide if I want to keep it or send it back because it's really not that old. I don't even know if I've had it a month. I have to look. Okay, and then we have this Valentine's Day, which we will not finish by next week. Wait, I should mention, this is from Budgeting for Me. And then my next Valentine's is by Creations by Tosh, one of my collab besties. And maybe I'll do Blue Hearts. They're all $3. I'll do 2. This will continue on and it'll just become a completed challenge, probably in February. We'll see. If not, oh, I just wrote on myself. If not February, I'll finish it in March. Okay, so we'll put 6 for now. If we might come back to it. Oh, that's the very beginning of the challenge too. That's okay. I don't think I'll have this one done by Valentine's Day, and that's okay. We're still saving money, and it's a super cute challenge. And I love the old trucks like that. Super cute. Okay, this is one of mine. It's from my Kitty in the City series that I haven't really progressed. There's only a few sitting there on my Etsy, but it will eventually become a series of more cities. I have Paris and Venice. Not Venice, I'm sorry. And Milan so far. So we'll do 7. Okay. at 7 and we're almost done because it saves 45. I only have 2 more spots. I still see a lot of 1s sitting there, so we might come back to some of these. All right, I'm gonna pull this out because we are gonna finish this today. This is all by budgeting on a budget. And let's see what we have. I don't know how much total this saves. I would take a guess and say 20. Oh, no, wait. 12, 17, 19. Oh, so maybe it saves 30? 13. 27. All right. I'll speed this up while I scratch. All right, so 13. Let's see what we've got. Yep. 10, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 37. This is a matte vellum. I don't think I want to write on it. Yeah. I'm not going to use a Sharpie on it to mark when I finished it. So I will put a Post-it. And that is another savings challenge complete. It will go into our completed challenges for the month. We will unstuff in February, or at the end of February, I should say. It goes into my completed challenges binder. This is only this is technically the 3rd because I completed my emergency fund. I will say I cannot find my doodle page, so this makes number 3 on my doodle page that I owe doodles to. It's going in my completed challenge bank. And I'm just going to make a note here for my doodles. And I need to pick a new challenge. So what I'm going to replace it with is Little Mischiefs. It's a Save 15 by Budgeting for Me. So I will put it in its spot. I have scratch off stuff all over. I love scratch offs though. I just love them. So for Easter, this is also one of mine from way back when I started cash stuffing. This was made, I had an envelope. I unfortunately can't find the original file because I wanted to put it in my Etsy and I didn't love how the pixels came out, so I didn't actually list it. I don't know if you can notice. I should just remake it. It's super cute. So for this week, I'll do an 8 and a 2. I try to go through this twice before Easter. And that way I have money for gifts, toward food. Yeah, those are all 1s. Maybe I'll put it on my Ko-fi actually, since I don't think the image, to me, it's not perfect. Like even in here, it's a little blurry to me, so I could always put it on Ko-fi. That might be a good Ko-fi freebie. Then I have my December savings. This one I got in my 12 Days of Christmas from Budgeting with Amanda. I am going to be prepared for Christmas this year. 100% we're going to save in advance, and we're not even going to have to worry about the budget by the time it gets here. So each week I put a little away in here, and then I always have a savings challenge in my mini binder for Christmas, and some of my tinies will go toward Christmas, and then of course Christmas ends up in the randomizer. And then this is by Rad Girl Budgets. I'm gonna do 6 so I can fill in 3 of those hearts and finish the line. This is kind of a catch-all for one. With it being quicker to me, it keeps me more motivated. I think I lost a dark purple marker. Let's see if this one is as dark. I feel like I used it on the gift one and it wasn't very dark. Oh no, that's the right one. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for. It might just end up going into my completed challenges for whatever month I finish it, and then into the randomizer. Everything is kind of in development, but it's our budget, our way, right? So that is it. What I could do, let me see how much I have in my gifts, because what I'm thinking of doing, oh wait, wrong binder. Oh my goodness, Lulu. I should have it's probably a little too late for my brain to work at this point. So I'm trying to think if I should leave it in this binder. I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100. Do I have 100? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this envelope is getting totally trashed. And I have a birthday in here and an anniversary. So I might pull it from here and put it into here. I haven't decided. But what I do want to do is into my baseball, I'm going to put a 5. Actually, I'm going to put 5 ones. Because we need to prep for that. And it will be here before we know it. As soon as the ground thaws. So I have 21 there. I'd like to have a couple hundred, because if you've got anybody who plays sports, you know the equipment is a little bit crazy. But if you played sports before, you understand, because it was for us as well. Okay. So that is it for my sinking funds for my Saturday. Hope you all have a good Saturday, rest of your weekend. Stay warm. If it's warm where you are, get outside and have some fun. Enjoy. Some of us in the Antarctica are a little bit jealous of your weather. I will see you again tomorrow for my collab. And oh, before I go, I do want to show you a few things. I do have these on my Ko-fi, if you want to grab them. And if you missed my last video, also on my Ko-fi, there is a Valentine's saving battle. You can play solo, or you can use it as a group play. If you have others you want to play with, you can challenge them to battle. And it comes with cards. So there's an IOU and then different cards that you would pull based on where you land on the board. So check that out. Directions are in my Ko-fi as well. And I have one more for March Madness, which will be coming in less than a month. Hosted by Lisa Grateful Me. I made 3 more. Basketball has a sweet spot in my heart. So I kind of just love these. The giraffes were perfect. And I don't know how I thought of the rest of them, but you know, and then you just decide what you save. This is like a bougie basketball. This one is just, like a Southwestern simplistic one, but of course we have a quote from Steph Curry and then the silly giraffes, because of course a giraffe can dunk, right? So check those out. Freebies in my Ko-fi. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. Bye.